Hey everyone, thank you so much for clicking on this video. So I am back to share with you all my beginner friendly or lazy girl friendly method of doing a lace closure sew-in. So to begin, I'm going to start by prepping my lace closure, and that means I'm going to bleach the knots that are on the lace closure by mixing up some 40 volume developer and powder bleach. And I'm going to let this bleach process on the closure for about maybe 10 to 15 minutes as I co-wash the bundles that I'll be using for the sew-in. It's going to be the same exact hair and the same exact length. I have two bundles of 18 inches and a matching 18-inch lace closure. And I am just simply co-washing it with Aussie Moist Conditioner. And after I let the bleach process for a bit, I am going to rinse it all out and tone the knots or the bleached area with my Shimmer Lights Purple shampoo. Here is the net that I'll be using. It's a weave cap and it comes with this elastic band. I'm going to sew my lace closure onto this cap, and I'm going to put that cap on my head as you'll see me do here. And as you guys can see, my closure is laid flat, it's already secured, and all I have to do is basically sew in my bundles. Now, as far as braiding patterns go, my braids are already in my head from wearing my wigs, so I just decided to keep the same braids. As you guys can see, they're big, but they're pretty flat. Well, they're flat enough for this sew-in as I am using curly hair. If you're using straight hair or anything with this method, I would suggest having your hair braided smaller, neater, flatter, things of that sort. Using a netted cap like this is definitely key for me, especially with my braids being so big and spaced out. It allows me to still be able to attach my wefts to something. And just a FYI, I did not sew the lace closure down onto my head at all. So now all the sewing is done. I'm going to put a part in the lace closure, and I'm basically just using the same method that I do when making my lace closure wigs. I'm going to get my curling iron and kind of, use the heat to mold the part. And this is all that I did on this day, but I did go back in to kind of pluck the hairline a bit because this closure is super thick and full. It has a very high density. I decided to try to see if I could, lay some baby hairs in the front of the closure. But like I said, I am going to go back and kind of tweak it a little bit to my liking. But overall, my sew-in was a success. And to see how I co-wash and maintain this lace closure sew-in, stay tuned. So here we are 2 to 3 weeks later, and it's time to give this hair a co-wash. Being that it is curly, wavy hair, I do have a daily maintenance routine, but now it's actually time to give it a wash. I'll be using my Aussie Moist Conditioner to co-wash the hair. I did detangle the hair while it was wet, beginning from the ends on up. Do not detangle curly or wavy hair while it's dry. That'll result to, shedding and tangling. I am using a t-shirt to dry the hair just as I would with my natural hair. And I'm going to tie it up into a little bun like so. And here's all the shedding that I received. Here the hair is still a bit damp, and I'm going to use my Cream of Nature foaming wrapping mousse just to lock in the moisture from my co-wash. And this is basically all that I do to maintain this hair. I don't use any more products besides this foaming mousse to define my curls. I also use this brush to help define the waves and curls a bit. And here is the hair after it's completely dried. As you can see, it looks very luscious and moisturized. And that is pretty much it. I did tweak the closure a bit by putting my foundation powder and all of that good stuff. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and it was helpful. If you have any further questions, definitely let me know, and I'll see you in my next video.